Animals go to school. You're not the only students in the animal kingdom. See what other species teach their young. For many desert meerkats in Africa, a scorpion is a tasty meal that's too important to pass up. That's because food is scarce. But a meerkat pup is too inexperienced to know how to snag a scorpion safely. Taking one on is extremely dangerous for a tiny mammal that weighs less than a baseball. For a meerkat to catch a scorpion, scientists have observed that it needs lessons from a good teacher. For decades, scientists have wondered whether any animal species truly teach other than humans. First, they had to agree on what teaching means. The accepted definition has 3 parts. See sidebar left. Often, animals survive by acting on instinct or learning by observation, but in rare cases, an animal will teach others. Like you, some animals go to school. Hunting lessons. Meerkats live in groups of up to 40. To teach youngsters to hunt, adults begin with an easy assignment. They bite the stinger off a scorpion and give the scorpion to the pups. The young meerkats get practice handling a live scorpion without the danger of being stung. In these early practice sessions, the pups are not much bigger than the scorpion itself. At 3 months, meerkats weigh about 100 grams. 0 2/10 pounds. They can fit in the palm of your hand. As the pup skills improve, the lessons get harder. Increasingly, the pups get their prey more intact, says Alex Thornton, a zoologist at the University of Exeter in England. Thornton studied meerkats in Africa's Kalahari Desert. Running in pairs. So far, there have only been a few proven cases of animals teaching. Nigel Franks' discovery of teaching ants was the first in 2006. Franks is a biologist at the University of Bristol in England. He showed that rock ants, a European species, teach by running in pairs. In this situation, one ant knows where to go, the other doesn't. The ant that follows the leader, tapping the leader with its antennae as they travel. Sometimes the pair gets separated, so the leader waits patiently until the follower catches up. The teacher ant is allowing the follower ant to learn at its own pace, Frank says. Frank suspects that the reason this species teaches it that its colonies are so small, with around 120 ants in a colony. The colonies of other species can have millions of members. Small colonies can't afford to lose any ants, he says. Bird words. There are 2 species of birds that are known to teach. Blue fairy wrens, an Australian bird, begin talking to their young while they're still in eggs. Mothers teach unhatched chicks a specific call that they'll use to beg for food. The call works like a password. After they hatch, chicks that correctly chirp the password get more food. African pied babblers also teach. Adult birds make a low purring sound when they deliver food to chicks. The young birds learn to expect food when they hear this noise. As the chicks get older, adults purr to coax chicks out of the nest. Thinking there's food, the chicks follow the adults even though there isn't any. The search for animal teachers isn't over. Scientists are studying other species for evidence of this behavior. There is something exquisite about finding an animal that teaches, says Franks. Alexa Curzius.